Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Yep, that one's good. We know NBA games aren't played on paper, but if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, B.A., but we're not doing it. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
Here's Young. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Bucks. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, B.A.
Allie, thank you.
And one of the quickest triggers, Lillard says, now you see it, now you don't.
Back to Okongwu. The kick out to Young. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one's wide left.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
And again, it's the Bucks missing. Pass to Daniels. Here's Risache. Now here's Okongwu. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Lillard outside. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Risache, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard deciding where to go with it. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And the bucket is good.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
On the wing, Kuzma. Pass to Lillard. .141 left to play in the first quarter. Young with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Inside. Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now here's Young. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Goes back up. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Pass to Trent. And here's Porter. Green, a screen. 19-footer. Porter's shot is off. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Here's Rizachet, defended by Portis. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Milwaukee with the ball. They trail by 1. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Porter. And Okongwu with the block. And he stays with it. Back to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Portis. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
There's Young with the 3. Connects from downtown. Young's got 5 points.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Hawks on top. They're up by 2. And we'll get...
15.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Niang, that's good.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Here's Porter. Here's Portis. Outside for Porter. Here's Trent. Outside Porter. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Number 27.
The Hawks lead by 4. And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best 6-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
Shoots from the elbow. And that one hits the back iron.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And another miss by Milwaukee. LeVert up top. No made baskets yet. Over to the wing. Pass to Niang. To the middle. And Capella gets it to go.
But with a big guy, a little bit of physicality can go a long way. Got inside that time.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Milwaukee making some changes. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis working inside.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
To the inside. Here's Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Bucks trail by 7. Lillard with the ball. And it's Mann picking him up. Here's Kuzma. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's normal for guys to jump from team to team, Brent, but Kyle Kuzma has displayed real loyalty.
He clearly is starting to value what culture means and respects the time to build that up. He wants to be part of something special. And when you have players start to think that way, sometimes it translates to the court where they're more consistent and more reliable. Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
To the paint. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Lillard takes it right to the rack.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Here's Antetokounmpo. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Outside Young. Pass to Capella. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Stolen by Capella. Second shot opportunity. Here's Johnson. And there's a 3-second violation.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks.
The Bucks trail.
Number 22, Larry Nance Jr.
Antetokounmpo outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Larry Nance picks one up. One place Clint Capella really knows how to throw his weight around is on the glass, Brent.
Yeah, it's been a little while, BA, since Clint Capella has led the league in rebounding. And, of course, that was a little bit different offensive system. But he has the size and the instincts still to go up and get the ball off the rim or from lob passes to be effective inside.
And you look at the history of the Hawks, Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, BA, tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
The shot by Lillard, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Nance left side. Pass to Krejci. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Lopez. A tight game here in Milwaukee. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Antetokounmpo is doubled. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Lopez is a big guy, which gives him a huge advantage on the interior.
Here's Young. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting for Atlanta, Trae Young. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. And both free throws good for Young.
Now you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And so it's Clint Capella making things happen for the Hawks, dominating on the glass. What a quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Outside Young. Looking at lineups around the league, Graham. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
The Hawks lead by 3. Now Okongwu. Give him 8. No good on the 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Outside man. Over Kuzma. Man misses.
Well, shots like that drive coaches batting. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense. Given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Lillard outside. Ooh, Lillard doing damage outside.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
A Swiss Army knife talent, LeVert is very skilled at setting the table for his teammates.
The shot by Lillard, no good. And so it's Atlanta with it. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
6 on the shot clock. Niang, no good. Lillard, left side. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Inside. Oh! Don't let Giannis in!
Antetokounmpo with a great read there in the screen and roll. He knew exactly when to back off the pick.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite. Coming into the league, a lot of people see Zachary Rizachet as a 3-and-D guy. The question becomes, what more can he bring to the table as he matures as a player?
Pass to Trent. Back to Connaughton. Trent outside. Portis a screen. From the top of the key. Rebound Atlanta.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Milwaukee shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Free throw no good for Green.
One shot.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Connaughton. Here's Portis. Capella with a rebound. The Hawks trailing to the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in, they're working, they're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. That one's good for 2. And the Bucks lead by 1.
getting inside and letting Portis do his work. He attacked the bucket that time.
To the paint. Here's Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Young with it. Now Porter defending. Young misses. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That's good from Trent. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Portis. Shoots over Capella. And another miss by Milwaukee. Here's Atlanta with the ball. And that one's good, man.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Now Porter. And he lobs it up to the rim. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Hawks ahead, up 2. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Here's Porter. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
And making the shot while getting fouled. I mean, it's about focus. KPJ staying with it.
And the Hawks with possession here. Here's Daniels. Young way outside. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, once Giannis gets the ball there, you can forget it.
Hawks trail by 3. Here's Johnson. Oh, he dunks it right on Kyle Kuzma. Man.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Kuzma. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Young.
And Kuzma's still able to get that one up, even though he's taking the contact.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Okongwu. Good work defensively by Lopez.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You got to admire how hard they've worked to get to the line. All game long, they've been going right into the defense and drawing foul after foul.
2 points. Tap and goes.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Young can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 5. Pass to Lopez. Back to Lillard. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The shot by LeVert, no good. Down low. Back to Prince. Launches it. Rebounded by Johnson. Hawks trail by 5. Here's Mann. He drops it from range.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
To take the lead. Can't get it to drop. Kuzma outside. Capella with a rebound. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Pass to Kuzma. Now Antetokounmpo. Guarded by Okongwu. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul of the game. .149 left to play in the fourth quarter. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Can't get that one to go. Now 4 for 10. Back to Niang. Pass to Daniels. He nails it, and we're tied.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard. Here's Prince. And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Niang outside. Pass to Okongwu to take the lead. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes!
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. There's 53 seconds left in the game.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lillard. Here's Lopez. From outside the arc. Rebound, Trae Young. Here's Daniels. Defended by Kuzma. Back to Young. There's the three. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Just 5 on the clock. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Drawing the foul down low. Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Lillard. 5 ticks left in the final quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. It's stolen by Okongwu. So So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out for the W. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility